Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Icarus. I'm back with another one. Here, what I'm talking to y'all about today is crashing through glass ceilings. I believe that in this world, there's rules, there's people, and there's regulations, and there's people that take their job too seriously, and they want to stop you from living your dream. It's a glass ceiling that I've seen a lot of times in my life, that you have two choices in life. You're either gonna break through that glass ceiling, or you're gonna live with the regret of what would it be like in my life if I would have just break through that glass ceiling. Now the problem is, people are too afraid to do it for the consequences of breaking through that glass ceiling, because you have to live with the consequences, and sometimes there's some pretty heavy consequences to breaking through these glass ceilings. Your ego could get hurt, you could get hurt, people could, there's all kinds of things that could happen, right? So it stops people from doing what they got to do to make it happen, So this story is about how I came to break through a couple glass ceilings. The reason I'm breaking through these glass ceilings right now on YouTube is I want to let y'all know this music by APM Tony and Icarus, that's me, is the greatest music that you could listen to right now. It's out for free. It's on YouTube. We got Fear No Evil. That one's been on the radio. Spoiler alert. For all of y'all that didn't know it was already out, it's been on the radio too. It's doing its thing. It's making changes in people's hearts. And that's what's beautiful about music. You know what I'm saying? So we have Spanish Horn, we have Can't Judge, and we have Perfect. That's 4 singles for you. You got 4 singles you can listen to for free right now. It's APM Tony and Icarus. Go ahead and check it out on YouTube. I'm going to continue on with this story about breaking through glass ceilings and why I call myself Icarus. So Icarus, when I grew up, we didn't have a lot of cable and all that extra stuff that kids get distracted with, right? So our distraction, my grandmother taught me to read. She would read a lot. She would read. We had library cards. Back then, people you don't even know. Because people don't go to the libraries no more, because there's no public funding hardly for the libraries. You know what I'm saying? That's a shame. It was one of the most important things in the world, because what it is, you actually get to expand your mind. You actually get to grow. You get answers. You get guidance. You understand? It's a place for people that are trying to do that to get together. People should have been sharing information in the library and helping each other up. Right? That don't happen. You never see no professional that graduated in some computer programming or maybe welding or selling cars actually chilling at the library trying to help other people get into that situation. No, that's not what people do. You know what I'm saying? Because this world ain't easy. There's glass ceilings, and there's people that are trying to hold on to their power in this world. You know what I'm saying? They believe it's a win-lose situation, that if you win, they lose. And that's not a good, situation, because God is limitless. If he gives you a fruit, it's going to have so many seeds in that fruit that if you care for, that's the thing, nobody wants to care. I'll stop right there. Nobody wants to give the care. They want the easy one. Give it to me now, right? That's what it is. But the best things in life, you got to put in work. I mean, nobody's that genius. You got to understand the principles of this greatness and be that. And that is not a small measure. It's going to take time. It's going to take focus. It's going to take a lot of the things that people don't want to pay anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's a shame, because there's going to be a lot of loss. The worst thing in life is wasted talent. It's everywhere. People are wasting their talents. I'm not trying to waste my talent. That's why I have this music online for y'all to listen to, and I have these videos for y'all to get to know who I am and how I got to be Icarus. The story of Icarus is this guy, a teenager dude, him and his father got locked up in a castle somewhere from some king that wanted them to create something that maybe it would have been impossible. I don't know what the situation, why the inventor, his pops was the inventor. I don't know why he didn't go ahead and just do it. Maybe it was impossible. So he decided, I'm going to escape. We're going to get these wings, and we're going to make them out of wood and feathers and candle wax. And we're going to fly, but son, before we go, you can't fly too high or the sun is going to melt your wings and you're going to drown in the ocean. And you can't fly too low, because then the water from the ocean will make the feathers wet and it'll be too heavy and you'll drown in the ocean. You got to follow my lead, and we're going to go ahead and make it, right? So the father made the wings. They have their pair on. The day comes for them to go, or night, whenever they decided to go, right? It had to be day, right? Because then they're bugging about the sun. Maybe that was a miscalculation. The homeboy should have flew at night. But the story is that homeboy flew too high to the sun. He was excited to be free for once. And I can understand what it means to be excited to be free, to finally be able to do something different than ever was before. You know, people became angels. They flew in that mythology. You know what I'm saying? And he flew too close to the sun. It melted his wax. He drowned. It's a tragedy. I don't really want to be associated with a tragedy, but that story struck me so much, especially the part of him finally being free for that brief moment, because in life all we have is a brief moment. He crashed through that glass ceiling, went too far, could have stayed in the parameters, maybe could have had a better plan. The whole situation would have been better. But when you're going to take your chance and you have your life and you want to break through that glass ceiling, dealing with the consequences is part of the situation. So Icarus, to me, an interesting name that would stick well, because I also want to fly, and I believe that when I earn my wings, when God deems me worthy of being in heaven, then I will fly and I will enjoy the flight. It'll be off the chain. I would enjoy that very much. I had another name I went by, and the reason why I thought a name was so important, because one of my favorite rappers of all time gave me a chance to break a glass ceiling. He was on stage. A lot of y'all know this artist. His name is Ghostface Killah. Probably one of the most prolific rappers and the most interesting rap names ever existed. So he had an opportunity. He was rapping on stage, and he said anyone that was in the audience that want to rap could have a chance. Now, I'm in college, and this is the first time I ever had an opportunity to even be near somebody I actually respected. For real respected, right? If somebody that's living your dream, imagine being able to be close to that person, right? Somebody you admire, right? And I was at the back of the concert. It was so far that that's a glass ceiling. Man, how are you going to be, yo, me, pick me? You're all the way back there, Holmes. There ain't nobody picking you. The 5 people he picked were near the front of the thing. And when I saw the first 2 were from the front, I ran from wherever I was at. Nobody was going to stop me. I know it's impolite. I'm sorry. This is my dream. I could get my family out the hood. I could change my grandmother and my life forever. I'm going, taking my chance. I'll deal with the consequences later. If you want to scrap, I'm scrap ready, man. I came from the hood, baby. I've been scrapping since kindergarten, dog. We get this in, bro. You don't want these hands. It's crazy. So let me stop ego tripping. Let me talk about how what mattered to me was breaking that glass ceiling and getting my chance. But unfortunately, I wasn't prepared, right? Because when other people started rapping, they all had a rap name. And that's how it went. Everybody was lined up. He gave everybody, what's your name? What's your name? And I took the whole time not even thinking of lines, because I freestyle off the top. I was trying to come up with some things in the bank so I could hit those points when I go through them, you know? Couldn't do that because I was thinking about a name. I never had a good name. Something hard to pick, right? So I was like, man, how am I going to say a whack name to a Ghostface Killah? That's crazy. My biggest favorite. I'm a huge fan and I'm going to do that. No, that don't make no sense. So I went ahead and I said, okay, cool. Pour the Rock. It hit me in the top of the head. I know one of my other favorite rappers said, Pour the Rock, Dudo. And I'm like, oh, big pun. Rest in peace. One of the greatest ever as well. I said, I have to carry that. I haven't heard nobody say that. Let me be that. I am that. So I went ahead and said that, and that's what he said. Everybody welcome Pour the Rock. I was blown away. I got a dap from one of my favorite rappers. I got an introduction. Here's my chance. I got an audience. Everybody's waiting to see if I'm great or I'm garbage. And I started rapping. The first thing I heard was my voice in the monitors. It didn't, I was startled. It didn't sound how I thought I sound. And I couldn't find my rhythm and flow and all the things that I needed to make a dent in what the audience was ready from the back they were booing all the way to the front. I just had to take it on the chin like a boxer. Bam. All right. I understand. Appreciate the opportunity. Get off stage. At the end of the show, I'm expecting Ghost to go. He's gone. You know what I'm saying? I had my chance. It was great. I know it didn't pan out the way I wanted to, but I got a chance. He actually waited outside of the bus, and he gave everybody there an opportunity to talk to him for a little while, sign a CD. I think he was even signing blank burnt CDs, and that's what I had. God, I'm sorry I didn't have the money, Ghost, but I love the whole. When I get the bread, I'm buying the whole everything. Of course, why not? It's legendary to me. Brought me to where I am today, right? And that glass ceiling, he actually let me talk to him for a second. I said, Ghost, yo, bro, I appreciate so much the opportunity you gave me. It was major, man. And he told me, if this is something you want to do, you got to keep going. He didn't say, oh, yeah, man, you know how it goes. You know, when you don't spit hot rhymes, you get booed off stage. He probably been booed before. I don't know. I hope not. You know what I'm saying? Because they're missing out. And I feel like if I could have came harder, they wouldn't have booed. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's, hey, I was freestyling then. I can still freestyle now. But I feel like now when I put together a song, it needs to mean something. I can't just go off the top and hope that everything's going to be okay. I'm going to make sure that I'm saying what I mean and what I feel. And that takes time for me to feel something. And you know what I'm saying? So I took that advice, and from then on, I took it on me to always be making music, to always be listening to beats, to always be working with my brother APM Tony, who's the producer, and he's also does the singing, rapping. This guy does it all. The engineering. I mean, he wants it as bad as I do, more than I want. He could want it more. And I'm happy for being associated next to somebody that could, I know for sure, even without me, they could break through. Because it's that good. So when you got two of us, and you could form your opinion on whether you think that I'm worthy of thinking that I'm worthy, but everybody's got to think they're worthy. If you don't think you're worthy, if you didn't put in the work, I put in the work, man. This ain't me being arrogant and stupid, all right? When you put in the work, as long as I have, I could have been blown up. But again, I didn't put any of that negative music out. It was more popping than a lot of the stuff that you heard on the radio. Hypnotizing music, that's all this great negative stuff. You don't want that. I don't want that. Because what that's going to do is going to bring those kind of people around me. I don't even like negative people. So why would I make their music? I like happy, peaceful people. I'm going to make their music. I'm going to make joyful music for joyful people. Because that's who I want around me. People that are going to understand that, hey, we're going to dance in the rain because it's not going to stop raining until it floods us all out and we're out of here. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a dance party then. Oh, I'll put the music on. I've been waiting for this my whole life. So welcome to the journey to the top. It's going to be a very beautiful story because regardless of what it is, I'm putting 100,000% into it. And this is going to be something that everybody's going to look back at and be like, wow, you really came from a long way and you still got forever to go. You know what I'm saying? It's never over. I want to be like people that haven't even lived yet. So let's go. Let's make a better world today for everybody that's coming tomorrow. You're going to have to break through your own glass ceiling. I have so many other stories to share with you. I was going to crunch them all up into a small video, one video for y'all, because they're such great stories. I can't cut them like that. I kind of rushed this whole Ghostface story because so much has gone on since then that, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to show more of my growth and where I'm at now from the fuse that was lit. Yes, it was very impactful. And maybe one day I'll tell you the whole story of the way it really went down, all the way to the nitty-gritty details of how it feels for the first time. All the experiences. I loved it. And I'm going to continue to make memories that I love. And I hope you do too. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be afraid in the time? Maybe. You're going to be a little bit anxious. Maybe you're going to be a little bit afraid. But if that's going to hold you back, do you think you're going to regret it? I know I would have regretted it to stay in the back of that audience. And I'm talking about I might have had to run through 400 or 500 people. Maybe more. It was like, it's a Ghostface concert. It's like 1,500, 2,000 people over there. And I was near the back. I had to go through a lot of this stuff very impolite, very quickly. You know what I'm saying? But every step was a powerful one. Getting to I gotta get to my opportunity, man. I'm never gonna have this opportunity again. And if I could treat every day like that, you're never gonna have this opportunity again. There's something that great on the other side of the glass ceiling. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to break through every day. That's what that for real changed me forever. Because anytime I'm in a situation where I feel like there's going to be people that are my opposition, that they're going to use normalities and regularities to kind of make my life miserable, I'm going to fight back, bro. This is USA. This is the USA. And honestly, in the world, you can't mess with a lion and expect a lion not to ruin you. You know what I'm saying? A lion is going to lion, yo. It is what it is. You don't pester one. Like, you're lucky that there's a domesticated lion, but watch out, he still got some big teeth and some big claws, and he's super strong. You don't want none of that smoke. It's not a good idea, but a lot of these folks get very comfortable. I'm not saying that you got to press everybody every time. That's not the Christian thing to do, they would say. But the Christian thing to do in my Bible is to righteously fight and stand your ground. I know that's a track. David and Goliath, you know what I'm saying? God didn't say, hey man, you got to bargain with this guy. Give him 2/3 of everything you got and enslave everybody in your family so that they could work for him forever. So that you guys don't have to fight him and you can live meager lives underneath. He said, yo, if you want your freedom, that's your glass ceiling. You're going to have to break through. You have faith or no? You've been training or no? Are you ready or no? Because here it comes anyways. You know what I'm saying? The ending is soon. It's coming for all of us. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to do something with your time? I'm doing something with my time right now. I'm reaching out to y'all. Y'all need somebody like me. You need somebody like my brother. Because there's nobody that really going to give it to you straight. And there's nobody that really cares. And there's nobody that's really even aware. I'm a one-eyed man in a blind world. And if that's better than nothing, they say the man with one eye in a blind world is king. And it's time for my kingdom to be. Right here, right now, I need my people with me. Hit me up. Hit me up here on these videos. Holla at me. Let's know what we could do together. Because we have a lot of things we could do together. This is a community. America's easy to get to and around. We can do whatever we need to do to become more powerful, because this is what it is. I release music. It's going to empower you. What does it cost? $1? $10? Sometimes these singles are for free. Nothing inconsequential. A Big Mac is more money than my album. It's crazy because the value you get out of my CD is forever. That Big Mac is going to poison you forever. If you get one, it's going to mess you up all day long. You don't need that. What you need to do is you need to support the people that are supporting you. What you need to do, and there's few of us out here. So you got to recognize real when you see real. This is real. You know what I'm saying? I am passionate about what I say and what I do. I'm over the top sometimes, people say. You know what I'm saying? They want to cage the lion back. They want to cage the lion back. You know, Kanye's crazy like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gets intense with his stuff because he really means it. Because he's really sick and tired of people trying to push him into these boxes and stop him from being able to do what he's trying to do. And what he's trying to do is great. You know what I'm saying? Have he not shown you already a bunch of times how much greatness he's out here trying to put out in the world? Is the world not better because we have a Kanye West in this world? Of course it's a lot better. A million times, billion times. You can't even quantify how much better the world is because there's a Kanye. There's so many people in this world that are anti that. That they're so insignificant that they're negative significance. They try to suppress you. They try to suppress the great ones. Their life is a life of great inconsequence. And I'm sorry that we have to live amongst them. And in the Bible, we go to war against those people. Those principalities that are controlling those people. But if those people want to live in that, they can be cast in hell just with those principalities. It ain't no we're going to cleave the bad from the good. That's not how it is. If you want to cling on to the bad, you're going to be where the bad is going to be. Thrown out in the lake of fire. In the name of Jesus. That's what it is. You ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? There's a war out here. You're either going to be serious about being with your people and supporting your people, asking for $10. Y'all really should be giving me $100 for this album. I really should sell the album $100. Matter of fact, Tony, we ain't selling this for this album unless they give us $100. That's it. You got 4 free singles. You're lucky if you get any more free singles, but you're blessed. And I don't care. It ain't about the money grab, but I need to know that this is valuable stuff. It is valuable. $100 ain't nothing in this economy. What are you going to do with $100 at the grocery store? You ain't even going to fill a bag up, G. This album is going to change your life. The singles on this album is going to help your family for when the day your funeral, that day, when it's over and said and done, they're going to be playing wherever you going through. God is going with you. Whatever you going through, God is going with you. Because nowhere else, where else they going to play? Rich Baby Daddy? Where else they going to play? Back That Thing Up at your funeral? Maybe the people would appreciate that better, but those people are celebrating your death. They're not celebrating your life. There's a difference between the two. And if you don't know the difference, it's loud and clear for me. I'm only dealing with people that I can deal with. I don't need everybody on my side. I've never had anybody on my side. Do you see anybody on my side? God is on my side. That's it. That's all I need. I got the spark. And I got a whole lot of gasoline to go. And go. And go. It ain't over. It's just beginning. I need y'all to get with us right now. This needs to spread like wildfire. Spread this to your friends. Spread it to your family. If this message moved you, if this message shook you up, if this message gave you a little bit of that juice that you need to keep going. Because a lot of this, we don't have that anymore. We're running on fumes, homie. That's no good. That's no good. You need to get to a place that's going to replenish. I'm not going to replenish you. God can replenish you. All I could do is show you how God lives in me. I'm not perfect. Boy, I make mistakes all the time. Unfortunately, I wish we were all perfect. This whole world would be so nice. Heaven on earth is so possible, but it's impossible. So we have to make a stand. I'm tired of these weak Christians. I call them weak Christians because they all they want to do is just love and not change people and fight people. Sometimes we got to fight. It don't always have to be violently. But hey, is it not better that people that are murderers are locked up? Is that not a better thing? I think it's better for the safety of your family that that's the case. And you wouldn't call that something a super Christian thing to do, probably. I don't know where your politics lie. It's not, there's good and there's bad. In this world, there's bad and good. And you got to sometimes deal with that. You know what I'm saying? In the Bible, most of the characters failed. The bad and the good. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't make them any less good. You know what I'm saying? It makes them more real. It makes them more relatable. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we are. We're imperfect. You know what I'm saying? But we also have a lot of good that when you see that good glow, when that good be glowing, if you can't see that, yo, I pray that your spiritual eyes be open. I pray that you see the people around you that don't support you and you cast them away and keep them safely away from you, because those people mean to do you harm. They mean to do you harm. And come on, who needs that in their life? You got an enemy on Facebook that's reaching out to you right now. You know, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. You should know. I want you to open your spiritual eyes. This music might help you get to that. If you got the idea of who Icarus is today, at 35 years old, with all this life experience, and choosing the light over the dark, that's what I'm doing right now. Because I could be doing music that could glorify all the negative things. It's what is promoted these days. It's horrible. How do you walk with your head held high, knowing that all you do is drag people down to the ground? That's awful. That's karmic somehow. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. I know that I wouldn't trade my cup for that cup. My cup is cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I get out of this is for the universe. It's very minuscule. The things I will receive for what I'm doing with this music is small in compared to the impact that it's going to be on not only now, but on the future. Because music is forever. And good music is so rare that good music lasts forever, ever. Forever, ever. You know? And I don't have long enough in one lifetime to collect from all the people that are going to be appreciating those messages that are changing their life sometime in the future. So if you get down with that, I got 20 seconds left to link you guys through. Fear No Evil. There's APM Tony and Icarus. Spanish Horn. Can't Judge. And Perfect. You can check those 4 singles out for free. We got merch coming through. Check out the description and the links below in the following videos, and then you can get to more how we can do that. All right, y'all. Appreciate it. God bless. Best of luck to you. I hope it works out.